Hi, I'm Erika Stinchcomb on Thought Space Athletics, Infinite Disc, and Trash Panda. We're in beautiful Colorado, and I figured, why not do it in the bag? Speaking of, this is a brand new bag. I gotta pick out all of these colors individually. So check out Pound's Custom Builder. I will have some of these for sale later. That's not like really why we're here, but it's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about it. So real quick, I know we wanna get to disc, but let's do a little bit of accessorizing. I always have, honestly, I probably have 4 whale sacks at any given time. This one has my logo. I do tend to lose them, or we'll say donate them, so everyone can have a whale sack, but whale sacks are great. Check them out. I'll try to hang on to this one for a little while. I got a nice custom mini with my logo on it. There's a patch over here with my logo on it that Pound did for me. Got those in a few colors. I'll be selling those at some point, so that's pretty sweet. My reusable water bottle that doubles as a self-defense mechanism. I'm just kidding. Let's start off with putters. I do putt with the baseline inner core. I gotta pick out some special colors. These are kind of pink and gray, straight from the warehouse. Nice neutral flight, really straight, a lot of loft. I'm more of a kind of a loft putter than a spin putter, so really good for making circle 2 putts, which is my favorite. I do throw the inner core as well. This is a premium inner core that I gotta just peel right off the machine. I like this one because it's nice and straight with just a tick of understability. It holds an Anheuser line really well, so I use this mostly, I would say, for patent pending shots coming out of the wood scrambling. It's really nice. And then a good counterpart to that is the Thought Space Praxis, which is also very straight with just a hint of stability. So it's nice to have both options when you have a pretty straight throwing putter. For the rest of the bag, obviously I organize it in color because that's fun. Anything else doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, let's go on to mid-ranges. I got the Thought Space Mana, my most understable. This is great if you're trying to learn hyzer flips. I can release this thing on a hyzer. It's gonna pop up, drift to the right, super clutch in the woods. Nice, really tricky, lots of fun lines you can do with this thing. Also pretty nice stamp. We got, let's go up in stability, Trash Panda Dune, nice straight, super glidey mid-range, goes forever. Maybe just a tick on the understable side, but for the most part, you're just gonna point and shoot this thing, and it's just gonna go exactly where you want it to go, generally straight, which is the dream, isn't it, in disc golf? We're gonna go up 1 tick in stability, the Thought Space Pathfinder. I throw the glow, so it's actually a little bit stable for me, rather than just straight. It's really nice for forehands, especially. It's got some forehand torque resistance, so just a little bit stable for forehands and backhands. Pretty straight, just a little finish at the end. If I need a lot of stability, I'm throwing the Terminal Velocity Ursus, which is super flat profile, kind of tall, and just is a utility mid-range backhand sidearm. It's always gonna fade, even in a really stiff headwind. So nice utility disc there. So I skipped approach discs and went straight to mid-ranges because I'm really good at this. So let's back up and we're gonna do the Infinite Discs Tomb. I got an Ali Smith one here, the Halo Tomb. This is a disc I did not know that I needed. My favorite shot with it is a sidearm from the woods that you throw kind of on a hyzer and just pop it up with your wrist, and it's just gonna drift and pan forever, land right by the basket. So that's a really fun one, and probably my favorite addition from Infinite's lineup this year. And if I need a little bit more stability than the Tomb, I will go usually this Clash Mint or maybe a West Side Harp, just something with some nice fade that's a little bit slower than the Ursus that I throw. So we're going in order now, and that means fairway drivers, which means whoop. The Thought Space Mantra is probably my flippiest fairway driver. It's another one, my preferred shot shape, if you can't tell, is the old hyzer flip, pop up straight, drift, maybe a little fade. So another good one, trusty in the woods. Great if you're having trouble learning how to hyzer flip, nice and understable. Moving on up the line, let's go. Ooh, I know. The brand new Ozone that everyone's excited to throw. These are stock runs, actually. So Trash Panda's brand new, I don't know what we're calling it. I think it's an 8-speed, but it's a nice slightly understable fairway driver, largely going to be straight. I've been throwing this a fair amount in tournaments. It's my favorite in a tailwind. It's just going to pop up, drift a little, glide forever. It's a really good counterpart to the inner core, to the dune. You know, it's just a fairway driver version of it. I just got this purple one with a Ghost Stamp logo on it, and I'm excited to go try this out. I have been throwing this one a little bit, and I had a blue one that I threw for a while that you might have seen that I did lose, but she's making her way back home. So, Thought Space Construct is a great 10-speed driver. Similar thing, it started out straight to stable. Now that I've hit a bunch of trees with it, it does kind of have a little bit of hyzer flip and straight. One reason I like it is because it does the same thing backhand and forehand. Just put on a little hyzer, pop it up, go straight, a little finish. Thought Space Coalesce is a new addition to my bag. It's basically a utility fairway driver, so backhand sidearm, just gonna go straight and finish no matter what, no matter how windy. And this one is a gift from my buddy Chandler Fry, and it has his Chanimal logo on it. Give Chandler Fry some love. That guy's the best. You all know it. Dynasty is a great infinite disc mold. The Halo is a little bit stable. The regular Dynasty is going to be like pretty straight and controllable. For me, the Halo Dynasty is pretty stable. It's a little less stable than the Coalesce that I talked about. It's great for backhand and forehand. It's basically just straight with a little finish. I can get it to pop up and turn just a little if I throw it really hard. This is Eric Oakley's Tour Series from last year. It's a really good mold. I like it a lot. And finally, everybody's favorite, distance drivers. Let's do this one. This one's kind of funny. It's a 153 gram air sword. I can only throw it if it's not windy. And this is another one that's like extreme hyzer flip to drift to kind of a stable landing. This one makes me look really strong and fit, and that's why I like it. I could just throw it really far because it's so light. Faro is my go-to driver. I carry it in several different plastics. The iBlend is going to be the least stable version of it, so nice and flippy. The Luster C blend is the one I throw the most. The purple has been in my bag the longest. This bluish one is a little bit domier and a little bit more stable if I need it in the wind maybe. And then my Tour Series from last year is the Halo Faro. You can tell I modeled it after the iBlend stamp. And this one's nice. It can handle a headwind pretty well. It can handle some forehand torque. So I really have a lot of variety within the same mold, which is just a really fun, and I think it's a preferable way to throw discs rather than have a million molds. It's nice to kind of stock up in one that does a little bit different stuff. Lastly, this is an Emperor Swirly S blend from Infinite. It's a good one for wind. It's kind of, I wouldn't say utility, but I'm mostly using it for windy rounds in a headwind in particular, or like a really forced turn sidearm or something like that. So I'm not throwing it as much as the Faros, but it's definitely a staple in my bag. And I think that's all of the discs. I want to give one final thank you to my sponsors: Thought Space Athletics, Infinite Disc, Trash Panda Disc Golf, Whale Sacks, Pound. If you want to follow me, the best place is Instagram. My handle is America with a K, 71262, my PDGA number. I hope you had some fun hanging out with me today in nature. I think I'm just gonna go check out this creek for a while and get lost. See ya.
If you could design one disc,
Ooh.
What would you design?
If I could design one disc, it would be a friendly 12 speed, which is gonna follow my same ideal flight pattern. It's gonna hyzer flip up a little bit, it's gonna drift right a little bit, it's gonna fade. It's not totally understable, it's not totally stable. It's like a generally straight flight path. So, you know, kind of along the lines of maybe the Ozone's older brother someday is the ideal flight path.